We're told Christmas ends on December the 25th, but in older traditions, something else begins. A passage of 12 nights between Christmas Eve and Epiphany Day, which once were seen as sacred, a time outside ordinary life. Long before Christmas was fixed to a single date, it marked a turning point in nature, the return of the light after the winter solstice. Not a birth in a manger, but a rebirth in consciousness. And what followed wasn't celebration alone, but integration. In European spiritual traditions, the 12 nights between Christmas Eve and Epiphany Day were considered a sacred interval, a time outside ordinary time, where reality softens. In other words, where the veil is the thinnest. It was believed during these nights the connection between the human soul, the cosmos, and higher spiritual forces became more perceptible. The soul was said to move more freely in relation to the body, and cosmic influences could touch our inner life more deeply. Rudolf Steiner described this period as the days between the years, when human beings do not fully belong to the earth nor fully to heaven, but live between worlds. I find that deeply resonant because many people feel this way, not just during these 12 nights, but during moments of awakening. No longer at home in the old world, but not yet grounded in the new one. From a psychological perspective, this is a liminal state. The old structures fall apart, but new ones haven't fully formed. It can feel disorienting, emotional, even lonely. But spiritually, this in between isn't a mistake, it's a threshold. Here is something about me that might come as a surprise. I used to be a big supporter of Donald Trump. In 2020, I was a ruthless keyboard warrior. So naturally, January the 6th, 2021 came as a rude awakening, not politically, but internally. That day, I had a series of sudden realizations, a series of epiphanies. Not ideas which I reasoned my way into, more like understandings which came whole. I'm going to call them downloads, for lack of a better word. Language can only describe a small part of our inner experiences, the same way our eyes can only perceive a small fraction of what actually exists. One of the strongest epiphanies I had that day had nothing to do with politics or spirituality. It was about measurement. I suddenly understood the imperial system. It felt human, made by people measuring the world with their bodies, their reach, their feet, their lives. In contrast, the metric system appeared logical and elegant, but strangely removed from daily practicality. It made me realize something deeper. Systems built for living feel different than systems built for perfection. In Romania, Epiphany, which is called Bobotează, is traditionally considered the coldest day of the year. In towns across the country, the local priest throws a cross in the water, and young unmarried men dive after it. It is said that the one who retrieves the cross will be the next to get married, kind of like the bride's bouquet in America. Whether taken literally or symbolically, this ritual speaks about initiation, purification, and crossing into responsibility. It's a rite of passage. Epiphany for me is the most meaningful day of this cycle. It's not about sudden miracles or dramatic revelations. Epiphany simply means recognition, seeing more clearly what has been forming within us during the darkness. The light doesn't just return to the world, it returns to awareness. Maybe the 12 holy nights aren't something to believe in, but something to notice, a reminder that there are moments in life when we don't need answers, plans, or explanations, only presence. Because some transformations don't happen in action, they happen in stillness. And perhaps that's the true gift this season. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time.